Well, nobody offered to let us ride the little Sea-Doo thing. It's like a miniature Sea-Doo, like a tiny water snowmobile.
Yeah, you go on your knees, it looks like.
Or you could stand up. This seemed to be like handlebar extensions. People were doing backflips, stuff like that. It was pretty sweet.
Twists in the air, corkscrews, I guess.
I think engines of all type, that's the name of this town.
We're Norelle and Danny. We sold our business in Seattle and decided to become digital nomads. Outfitted with a suboverlander as our home on wheels, we're on an adventure of discovery wherever the road takes us. Subscribe and join our journey meeting new people, seeing amazing things, and helping build new ventures and opportunities.
We were back at Dupuis, the nice pond with the little gator in the back there, and just having a nice chill day. It's nice to stay in the same spot that we woke up in, as opposed to Miami where we always pack up, roll out to a Starbucks, and hit the grind. But as I'm sitting out here, I have met a beautiful little friend, a little falcon sitting right on that branch right there. He said hello to me this morning when I went out to look for the gators. And he was sitting on the branch right above me, and he's been hanging out all day. I tried to feed him and train him kind of like I did the crows, but he does not seem interested in any kind of food that's already dead. So apparently he likes to eat pigeons and rodents and anything he could swoop down on, so I don't have any of that. So for the record, he's a peregrine, he's a para-something falcon. And his markings look like an owl. It's really cool. Good morning, campers. So we left, where was it? Okay, so we left Miami just after my meeting on Wednesday night. It was a 6 o'clock meeting, so as soon as we were done, we just hopped in the car, headed north, talked to Jessica like the whole way. It was like 2-hour drive. The question of the drive that, I don't know, is the entertainment question is, okay, so if you could be a character in any universe, who would you be and in what order? So the 4 options are the Marvel universe, Star Wars universe, Harry Potter universe, or the Lord of the Rings universe. So I was, number 1, I would be a gray Jedi in the Star Wars universe. Oh, what was my number 2? Oh, I think maybe Lord of the Rings, I'd be a ranger. Number 3, Harry Potter, I would just be, you know, your average late 20s, early 30s Ravenclaw wizard. Probably Hogwarts alum, you know, standard issue. And then number 3, in the Marvel universe, I would be a research assistant for both Tony Stark and the Hulk. So that kept us talking a while. She had very different ideas about who she'd be, which is Jessica, so that makes sense. Can't tell you what Norelles are. We're gonna come up with some sort of like, you know, road game type stuff as we go all the way up to Orlando later today. Yesterday, we camped at Dupuis again, because it's our favorite camp spot. We even picked our old spot next to the lake with the mama crocodile. It's really more of a pond. Anyway, put out a whole day of work. I had 4 phone calls that went great. I really feel like Gobekli is starting to take off. We're getting a lot of positive feedback. We just need some signatures and then we're in business. That being said, we're finalizing all the incorporation and legal stuff that's needed so that we can actually take investments. So it's not like even if I did get somebody who wanted to invest today, I could actually sign them. It'd have to be a few weeks. So today we are going to be working until about 1 o'clock. Norelle has a 2-hour phone call with one of the people she's helping out. I've got about 2 or 3 hours worth of work on the deck. I really want to make coffee, and I mean, obviously, because like it's a serious addiction. You guys have seen this by now. But before that, we wanted to swing over to the Equestrian Estates and have some coffee. When we pulled in, there was probably 24 horses or people on horses getting ready for, it looked like a trail ride of some type. So they're blocking the road. We pulled into this spot that we're in right now, and we went over to the restrooms to take a shower. Showers are on the opposite side of the actual restrooms. Norelle went into the restrooms. I go over to the showers, and like, you know, snakes don't bug me that much, but what does bug me are spiders. We haven't seen that many big spiders here in Florida. I mean, we saw that tarantula out in what was that? See, this is why I need coffee. Grand Canyon, that's right. These were not tarantulas, but they were tarantula size. So, first of all, I had to wait to actually show her. I didn't have my phone, otherwise I would have shown you guys. But yeah, I just hung out until she was done with the bathroom because like I wanted her to see how big these spiders were. And then, like a chicken, we took turns using the shower. Since I'm a boy, I'm quick. Ran into the third shower that did not have a spider and quickly took a shower and then handed it over to her. But I want to tell you guys about it. Big spiders, still haven't seen those Florida snakes in the wild. We've seen them all caged up at Skunk Ape headquarters in the middle of the Everglades. There was a big, like, 25-footer, and he was pretty cool. I thought I could ride him, actually. But yeah, haven't seen them in the water. I thought I did yesterday, but it was a stick in the water. So we might be able to get out of Florida without being attacked, frightened, or just disturbed by any sort of python, or do they have anacondas here? I don't even know. Or boa constrictor. Just none of that. We don't want it. So yeah, this is a campground where you can actually camp with your horses, so you could go for trail rides and stuff out in the sticks. So it's a pretty sweet idea. I didn't even know these things existed. I told a couple of other van lifers about it, and they were like, whoa, that's pretty sweet. It's a much better rate, free. So we stayed at this one here, and then we stayed at one over by Naples. Professional.
Those were huge though. What does that look like? Baby sack.
I don't know if that's how they put it.
Hey.
Yeah. I told them about the spiders too.
Oh. Yeah, it's a bit traumatic.
Hi guys, too.
So it's breakfast time, and Norelle is finishing up the description for the Dunn's River Falls episode. I just realized we kept on saying Dunn River Falls, and it's possessive S in there. Oh well, I don't think anybody cares, but we are about to get breakfast.
See if there's patio one.
Guys, we are at Daytona Beach, and there is some sort of Sea-Doo convention or something going on. It's always something with an engine here in Daytona. Left of one.
It's a piece of a conch shell.
Well, nobody offered to let us ride the little Sea-Doo thing. It's like a miniature Sea-Doo, like a tiny water snowmobile.
Yeah, you go on your knees. It looks like.
Or you can stand up. This seemed to be like handlebar extensions. People were doing backflips, stuff like that. It was pretty sweet.
Twists in the air. Corkscrews, I guess.
I think engines of all type. That's the name of this town. So I was telling Norelle about Emery Riddle. Emery Riddle? The name of the flight school right next to the Speedway. I went to a conference there when I was a kid, and the Speedway is like the biggest thing people have ever made, I swear to God. But it's not like we're gonna be racing number 43 anywhere, so. Oh, love you, buddy.
Funny joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we are gonna go find our campsite. It's about an hour drive, and right now it's about 4:30.
Yeah.
So we'll be losing our light right about the time we get there.
20.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey. All right. See you guys later.
Okay. We have groceries. We have water. We have wine. We have gas.
All
we
the
are
clothes.
ready to go. So, Redbull. We're ready to go.
Morning, guys. So last night we didn't really have reception at the campsite we were looking at, so we kept going down the road, took a few twists and turns, wound up out here, and just in the back of the car barely had 2 bars. So parked right there in the middle of nowhere. It's a pretty nice spot though. We are somewhere in the middle of Florida, between Orlando and Tampa, and it's Monday, so we got some work to do. There's a Starbucks about a half hour away. We're gonna go hit that, probably rock this week. By the end of it, we should be maybe to New Orleans, maybe halfway. We'll see. One more thing. Even though we're still in Florida, it got cold last night. My guess is right now it's probably 45, maybe 43 degrees. And a little uncomfortable there for a minute. We might actually bust out the sleeping bag instead of just sleeping with sheets tomorrow night. Told the high today is supposed to be like 55, something like that. We'll live, it's just a surprise.
Would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease?
So you're the only one on the planet? You're on the planet by yourself?
I guess, or as a couple, because I would rather be the first person to explore a planet.
What if we were like part of a colony?
Yeah,
we were
that's
heading
fine.
up a colony. Like that'd be cool. Because saving people through medicine thing, that's like a one-off. Like you do it and the results carry on, and then you just kind of retire after that. Whereas exploring a planet, that's like an ongoing thing. All right, one more.
Sorry.
All right, guys. So we decided not to bore you too much by keeping going with all these silly questions and all that, but
All in one go, anyway.
Yeah. We're gonna keep doing it because we got nothing better to do other than we're in the middle of 2 books right now: Graham Hancock's Underworlds or something like that, and then Hillary and Chelsea Clinton's book. We might listen to one of those, but anyway, let us know if you like joining in on this, if it's fun to play along or listen to the
And
crazy
definitely, if
opinions
you
we
have your own opinions for what you would prefer or do,
or
put them in the comments.
if you have a game, put those in the comments. Let us know what to do.
Or if you have questions, like Danny and Norelle, would you rather blah blah blah?
Yep.
Put that in the comments.
So in the next few weeks, we'll probably be driving from here in Orlando all the way to New Orleans, hang out in New Orleans for a few weeks. Outside of New Orleans, we're gonna be house sitting for a woman out in Lafayette, and then probably sneak into Texas a little bit, maybe Austin, maybe Dallas, and then start heading back east from that point. So we got a lot of road to cover. Need some ideas. Let us know. All right, that's all for now. See ya. So we are somewhere in the middle of Florida. We just met up with Norelle's friend Hannah, right? Yes, Hannah, and her little girl, and had lunch, and then all of a sudden she gets a text saying, "Oh my God, we forgot to take a photo." So we're waiting in the Starbucks parking lot for them to come back so I can snap a photo of the 2 of them. So Norelle is figuring out the plan for the rest of the day, where we're gonna stay, and probably get about like half hour, maybe an hour worth of work done here, just prepping for the week, edit some videos, got some good meetings lined up, got some contracts to sign, and the attorneys had some questions, so Gotta prep with Brian on that. But the next week should be pretty chill compared to the last few, since I've only got one in-person meeting out in Pensacola. The rest are phone calls, and we're driving out towards New Orleans. So
We are at Payne's Prairie State Park it's near Gainesville in Florida. And we're going for a walk in the woods, out to a little lake.
it's cold.
It is cold. We got here last night and just kind of like crashed in the car.
Well, I just got off the phone with a guy up in Boston right now, and he was laughing at me because he said it's 15 degrees there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, it's like...
That's 1.5, not 50, which it is here.
Right. It's like 50 degrees here.